Hey, what's up, guys? I'm BKFC athlete Paige Van Zandt, and you're watching Cage Side with Christopher James.
What happens if you lose, Nick?
Who the hell is Aquaman?
I get Fruity Pebbles, Cocoa Pebbles, I get sausage biscuits. Maybe you guys will see a little footage of that later on because we got some good stuff.
Go up the deuces. There you go, baby.
Good afternoon, boys and girls. Welcome to Cage Side with Christopher James. I'm Christopher James, and we are live this Thursday afternoon. Welcome to the shit show. And shit doesn't mean shit. It just means so happy it's Thursday. And we've got one guest on for you this afternoon, and we're going to talk with him here in just a couple minutes. He's standing by in the green room. I just wanted to say hey to everybody out there. A couple of reminders we got coming your way. First of all, Island Fight's coming up. And we're going to smoke the bong, Hank. We're going to smoke the bong, I promise. But Island Fights is coming up on September 24th, live at the Pensacola Bay Center. And it is going to be awesome. It's Island Fight 74 live from the Pensacola Bay Center. We've got Icon FC5, Jorge Masvidal's Icon FC5 coming up October 14th, live from Savannah, Georgia on UFC Fight Pass. Real quick, I wanted to touch on the BKFC real quick. Christina Faria, beat Taylor Starling in the most bizarre fashion. Taylor Starling walked away and quit. After I can't even explain it. She looked at her corner after the first barrage from Faria, and she just said, "I can't do it. I can't do it." I don't know what was going on with her. She's a tough girl. Hopefully we'll see her back soon. And, that's it on that. If you guys got any commentary on that, feel free to drop it. Right now, I'm just sharing this out to a bunch of groups so the world can join in the fun and, talk with me and my guest. We've got UFC Paris coming up this weekend. UFC Paris, the first show in Paris, France, the first UFC show in Paris, France. It's going to be awesome. I'm excited about that. And it's Cyril Gane versus Tai Tuivasa. So that's going to be awesome. And that's it right there. So what we're going to do right now, just let me finish sharing all this out to all my groups. And then we're going to get this party started. My next guest, my first guest, my only guest, he's sitting in the green room right now. He's just back home from Vegas. He's chilling. He's got some snacks in his hands, I see there. We're going to bring them up in just a minute. But he is an awesome guy. I've known him from the beginning of his career at Island Fights. He's fought some other promotions in Florida. He's fought for Gamebred Promotions, fought for Icon. He's done so much in a little over 4 years of time from when he stepped into this sport. And he stepped in because he wanted to get in shape. He had gotten over, well over like 200 pounds, and he was a little chubby. And he said, you know what? I can't go around looking chubby. I'm too sexy to be this chubby. So he got himself in shape, and boom, he fell in love with the sport of mixed martial arts. And now he is going to be fighting in the mecca of mixed martial arts promotions, the UFC. I am talking about the man himself. He earned his contract the other night on Dana White's Contender Series, and he did so in 47 seconds with a standing high arm guillotine choke. It was a beautiful thing to see. He shouted out John Jones for showing him that move originally. So we are going to bring him in right now because he's a friend of mine. I love this guy to death. And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome him right now. Brand new UFC middleweight fighter, the one, the only, SD, the Reaper, Dumas. What's up, SD, with the Cheetos?
With the Cheetos.
Oh, shit. You got your fire right there. I got my fire right here.
I know, man. I can finally eat some Cheetos. Finally.
How long you been waiting to eat them damn Cheetos?
About a month.
Oh, damn.
About a month, man.
Now, have you eaten Cheetos since you've been home, or is that just the first bag?
Nah, this is just first bag. The next bag is going to be the flaming hot Cheetos, and then the jalapenos next,
So, first of all, my... Ooh,
yeah,
that was a good one. Let
Ooh.
me get another one of those. Oh, Oh yeah, big shout out to my man Hank Portis from Planet Hank. I know he's tuned in watching. If you guys want to see an MMA podcast that breaks down, or bare knuckle MMA, whatever it is, if you want to see one that breaks down all the barriers, all the walls, doesn't give a fuck about what anybody says, he's not worried about what promotions think about him, tune into Planet Hank. My man is awesome. He's one of the funniest fuckers I know, and shit comes down on his show. Go look at his episode from this past Sunday and see what's, the skinny is Taylor Starling and Keith Richardson and Truck and Carlson. There's some drama going on back there. Also, I just want to shout out before we get into this interview, BKFC interim champion, 135, Reggie Barnett went missing. They found him, so we're happy to hear that. I don't know what was going on. I've heard some rumors as to why he was gone, but I'm not going to, just drop rumors here because I don't have any factual evidence to back them up. So now, let's get down to business with my man, SD. SD,
Yep.
before we talk about your fight the other night and your win, let's talk about, really, like I said in the beginning, a little over 4 years you've been into MMA, and I said you got into it because you was out of shape, you was a little chunky, and so just take us through that real quick for those that don't know you yet, and they're gonna know you, but let's give them some backstory information.
Well, so basically, I was 250. I started doing kickboxing first. I was like 250, and then after that little bit, I kind of was just like naso as of like, I'm kind of starting to love it. Like I'm getting in the feel of it. It's something different. So I was like, fuck it, I'm about to do it for fighting. I'm about to do it to lose weight, get back in shape, because I was never like that. I used to play football all the time. So I started doing it, and then I started training with Larry Downs Jr. No, first I started training with Ben from Backyard Boxing. Then I left there and went from there to Larry Downs Jr. Larry Downs Jr. gym, and trained with RJ. Damn it, he gonna be mad. I keep messing with my last name.
Summerlin.
Summerlin, and
The
JR
gentleman.
Flowers. Yeah, I can't. I'm messing up right now.
It's all right, man. You good? You got a lot in your head right now.
So I was training with RJ Flowers and Eric Baker at the time, and then after that, I kind of RJ was like, "Hey man, you want to take a kickboxing match?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, whatever. It's fighting. Yeah, whatever, cool." So then around that time, I took a kickboxing match with my best friend. I told him, like, "Hey bro, you want to fight?" And he was like, "Well, fuck it, I'll beat your ass." And then it kind of turned out to be like, "All right, well, I'll fight you, you fight me." So he was my first fight, and then I knocked him out in 30 seconds. So after that,
Are you guys still friends?
No. He don't even like my shit no more.
Damn, that's not right, man.
It's all right, man. It's part of the books.
Yep, I know, it's part of the books.
After that, I started going to Rumble Training Center, and that's where I met my old striking coach, Coach Ben. And that's when I started like losing weight with him, because I was like, fuck it. Like I got another kickboxing match coming up, and that's when I fought my friend, me and still friends now, Cam Graham, Big Mac. We fought each other in the dirt that time. He was like 280 pounds, and I was like 245 pounds at that fight. Damn. So after that, my coach is like, "Nah, you can't fight at heavyweight. You need to go to light heavyweight." So I started cutting weight from 245 all the way to 205, and then my coach was like, "You're already about 205?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm 210. He was like, "Nah, you're not no fucking light heavyweight." So then I took the fight on a catch weight at 195. Made weight, so I cut from 245 to 195 for that camp. And I cut like from 245 to 195, so I cut almost about like 30 pounds for that fight. And after that, I was like, oh, fuck no, I'm not doing this no more. I'm going to stay around 200 and just start working my way down. So after that, I just started like cruising around 205, and then I started fighting people at light heavyweight because I was just walking around at 205 and 206. So that's when I started fighting Cody Herbert, a lot of other people from Panama City, and like heavyweight. And then everybody was like, hey, bro, you need to go to middleweight because we see that you are a good threat, and we feel like that'll be more comfortable for you. So I was telling everybody, like, nah, I ain't going there. I'm a fat ass. I like heavyweight. I don't got to cut no weight. So I had one fight that I was like, you know what, maybe I might want to go to light heavyweight. And then I was like, nah, fuck that. I'm going to stay here. And then I got an offer to go fight in Mississippi again, but at 185. My coach was like, you don't got to take it. You can go fight at 205, dude. And I was like, man, fuck that. Let's just go to 185 and see how it feels. So I went to 185. I didn't get the fight because I had some type of injury of my knee. Like my knee gave out like a week and like 3 days before this fight. So I had to call the promoter, and I was so pissed because like normally, bro, I don't back out of no fights, period.
Yep.
But I told him, like, bro, my knee, I don't know what happened to my knee. It's just not working, period. So me and that dude, we couldn't fight, Mario Casillo. So we couldn't fight. So they rebooked us like 2 months later at 185. So I was like, bet, you know what? Fuck this. I'm going to go to 185. I'm going to fight this dude because I said to myself, like, hey, man, you know, I owe that man a fight. Real shit. I owed him a fight because he prepared, I prepared. So after that little bit happened, we ran it back. I choked him out. Same thing. Standing guillotine in the second round. And after that, my coach was like, how you feel at middleweight? And I'm like, I feel great. Like, I don't even feel weak. I feel good. He was like, well, you want to just stay at middleweight? So then after that, I just started fighting at middleweight. So I used to just cruise around 200 and just cut the middleweight.
That's it, man. That's a lot of work, though, man. There's a lot of story back there, you know, behind how we got you to middleweight, and you know, you look phenomenal. You know, I saw you weigh in the other day. A lot of guys when they weigh in, you know, when they're whatever weight class it is, they look a little drawn out. Now, you look like you were cut weight, but you didn't look drawn out. You didn't look beat up. You didn't look like the weight cut fucked you up. You know,
Yeah.
Some guys you see them on the scale, they're up there like a zombie and shit.
Yeah.
So 185 is your home. I was funny. I was watching your post-fight interview after you won the other night, and I heard one of the reporters ask you if you wanted to go to 170. You were like, nope, nope.
I'm a fat ass. Now, the money's good. Now, we talking like 20K, you know, and up, whatever. You know, then, yeah, because at the end of the day, yo, that's my body. I got to make sure my body, my brain is right. I'm not fun to just go to 170 because, like, hey, like, you know, because they want me to. Like, you know, I got to make sure my diet is right. I got to make sure I'm putting enough water in my body that I feel comfortable that I know I can walk around, fluctuate it, kick, punch with it, move out the way with my movements. So when it comes down to that, like, that's what, like, is more important to me. And a lot of people don't understand it in the fight business. A lot of people are like, yeah, I'm ready to fight. But, like, bro, you ain't gonna, you're doing a weight cutting. You're doing a weight cutting. You're not doing the actual fight camp. You're doing a weight cutting camp. And when it comes down to that, it's like, nah, bro, I'm doing a fight camp. So when it's time for me to cut my weight at the end, it's a quick, easy cut. I'm chilling. I'm relaxing. I'm on the bed. I'm just watching TV. I'm playing the game. So when it's time for me to cut that little 5 little pounds, whatever,
yep.
boom. I'm sitting inside the sauna, just chilling, watching TV, letting the sweet sweat hit me and knock me off. That's it.
That's it.
And people just like, and people, you know, like, yeah, what I had to do was start eating clean. Yes, I had to start eating the whole grain. Yes, I had to start eating lettuce. Yes, I had to start eating stuff without salt. It's a mental thing. If you think if we was back in barbarian days and all this, we wouldn't have no fucking fried cheese fucking burger or nothing. They motherfuckers went and killed a deer or something, chopped that motherfucker up, put him in the fryer, and then like, damn, if we got some plants that might taste good with this shit, we're gonna put it together. But besides that, we're gonna cook this motherfucker, we're gonna make sure it's burnt, and we're gonna eat it. That's it.
That's
so,
it.
Like, that's how I kind of put stuff in when it's time for me to fight camp. Like, nah, bro, I'm finna turn and eat like the back in the warrior day. Because at the end, like, I am a warrior. But I know what it takes to, like, you know, get through it, beat that person, and stuff like that. A lot of people just go through a lot of weight cut camps. Like Paulo Costa, for instance. He went through a lot of fights with, you know, weight camp. Weight camp. But when he fought Luke Rockhard, that was a fight camp Paulo Costa. And that is why Izzy is beating these dudes, because these dudes are going into a weight camp, not a fight camp. Izzy is cruising around probably 200 or 195. But if you ever notice, if you go on Izzy's stuff in IG, he's not eating fried chicken and all that other stuff when he's not fighting.
Right.
He's eating small meals, training, staying focused, doing what he's doing, lifting weights. But a lot of people look at him as, oh, he's a boring fighter. Nah, Floyd Mayweather was a boring fighter because he didn't like getting touched and he ran away from people. But if you can't touch me, you can't hit me. But if I can touch you and you can't move because you're too fatigued from cutting weight, guess what? Your punches is not really going to have the same effect as when you really hit somebody for real.
You know, I'm
And
sitting here listening to you talk about all this, and sorry to interrupt you, but I want to highlight to the people that are listening, guys. You're talking with SD Dumas. He just earned his contract in the UFC on Dana White's Contender Series, and I want you to listen to what he's saying, and I want you to take into the consideration when you're thinking about this kid, you know, because he sounds like he's been doing this for 20 years. He's been doing this for just a little over 4 years, but his knowledge base continues to grow exponentially, you know, and he's just as smart as guys that have been doing this for 10, 15, 20 years because he's dedicated himself to being that guy. He's not doing this just, you know, because he can. He's doing this because he wants to. He's doing this because this is going to be his way to take care of his family and set himself up for the future. But listen to the words he's speaking about weight cutting and a weight camp versus a fight camp, because there is a difference. And, you know, the knowledge is spewing from a man. No cap right there, bro. That's the real.
nah, bro, but it's like basic sense, yo. Like, even my coaches tell me, if you got a strength conditioning coach, I have one. He tells you, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. So basically what that's saying is not like, hey, like, no, I just need to charge it to the car. My phone's almost about to die. No, yeah, I'm finna go to the car. No, I'm finna go to the car, but just let them know I'm doing this interview real quick. Okay, bet. Boy, just let them know. My bad. You know, I'm doing two things at once. Doing an interview and trying to get a car.
You do it, bro.
It's okay. I told you. It's all right. But like I tell people, yo, it's like this. If you sit down and look at it, it's common sense. If you got a strength and conditioning coach, if you got any type of coach, a coach will always tell you, stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
Right.
So when that is a part of any type of factor, that goes along when you're on off camp now, or off season, I mean. So that's basically saying, bro, still train. Even that doesn't mean you're going to training 6-7 times out the week. Still go at least 4 times out the week. Take 2 days off, do what you want to do, yada, yada, yada. Treat it like, you know, as people say, as a job. You feel me? But at the end of the day, you have to make sure, like, you're not losing focus. So, for instance, me, on my off season, I might double up on the weed, smoking, you know, smoke 3 joints in a day, whatever, and then go to training. But that's just because I know, hey, even though on an off day, Dean is fucking stupid. That is Dean. That's the famous Dean. That is right there.
There it is, baby.
So like,
by the way, let me shout out those guys real quick. Levi Fountain and Dean Toole. Dean Toole is the CEO and boss of Island Fights, matchmakers for Icon, Game Bread, all those stuff. You also can get you fights anywhere, even with the UFC. You just got to reach out to him, you know, and Dean gets shit done. And then we got Levi Fountain, who is works with Dean.
My manager.
Your manager, working at First Round Management.
Shout out to the boys.
Shout out to the boys. We got to show the love. And to Forrest Daniels, at THC level I'm hitting on right now is 32.5.
Damn right. That's that good gangster shit right there.
That's that shit.
And like I said, and off the note real quick, shout out to Dean, because like me and Dean talk, you know, in person and, you know, behind the scenes. A lot of people in this city didn't think anybody was going to make it to the UFC. And I'm going to be real with you, bro. Dean, like I told Dean, bro, if you give me your word and your commitment and you put me in like the path of like around good ass people that's going to like, you know, help me out, whatever. Oh shit, hold on. Wait. Oh, what happened?
You're still there. I can hear you.
Oh, wait, hold on. I don't know what happened.
You might be getting a phone call or a text message.
Yep. Oh, okay. That's why.
Yeah, we can still hear you though. So
okay.
There he is.
Okay. Now, and what I was saying was that Dean made it as like, you know, he put me around these people that I need to be around to better my career and better my talent. So when he signed me, you know, put me around the First Round Management, he put me in a group of successful people to like help me, you know, build my career. So as a payout, you know, I told Dean, like, bro, as long as you got my back, I got your back. And if you give me hard fights or whatever fights you know I'm ready for, I'm going to make sure I show out. And I'm going to make sure I go out and go get other fights for my own. Because guess what? A person can hold your hand, but you got to make sure you put in the work overtime, in time, and after time. So when Dean told me that Malky and Abe and everybody, and everybody, I took it as like bet. Then some people like still like got respect that they will like still give me a hand and still like, hey man, go do your thing. We believe in you, and that's the only thing I need. If you rocking with me, bro, like female, male, whatever, I don't even care. Gay, sexual, I don't even care. And you good people just rocking out with me, I don't care. It's more so I would have more respect, and I can go a long way with that because that really means you got true intentions to be on my team, on my side. Understanding how stuff goes. Now, I'm not great and I'm not wrong about anything, but if I can sit down and have mutual talks with friends, family, or fans about things or about anything like that, I respect that. And then that's what Dean turned into from being a promoter, was just, somebody. Now he turned into a friend, and now he's family to me because guess what? We don't talk all the time, but when it is time to talk, get stuff settled, yada, 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 it's just like that. We click off, whoop, whoop. But now we can get back on top about what we were just talking about. But I just had to say that, though.
But and I want to throw this out there about Dean because I remember when you first showed up at Island Fights, and I remember when Malky was there and they signed you to first round management. I remember all of that stuff. But the thing that sits out to me is I've worked for Dean since 2016, and he's always told me the guys that he believed would make it to the UFC, after I've seen them, like some of the guys that, I didn't know about as much as he did because, he was matchmaking and working with them, Devin Adams and other people to put fights together. But Dean is a student of the game. And Dean, every fighter that Dean told me was going to go to the UFC has made it to the UFC. Have they all stayed there? No. But, Dean, like you said, somebody can only hold your hand so much. Dean will open doors for you. Dean will put you in touch with the right people. Dean will make sure you're working around a good circle of people. If you need to go to Whole Foods because you need healthy food and you broke, Dean will buy your food for you to make sure that you stay on that path because
Dean even helped me out with money one time. Dean even sent me like 2 bands just to help me out because I didn't have no money.
Right, you was hurting.
So, like, people like that, bro, like, it's not even a simple fact that it's like that's just a good person. It's not even a simple fact that people look at it like, oh, he helped you with that money because he knows you're gonna make it. No, that man helped me with money because he know I can prosper and also help me out because I'm a good dude. And also because he's a good dude at the end of the day.
And like you said, there's some people that, help you along the way because they have a ulterior motive. They want to ride your coattails when you become a big star. Dean, and I say this, and when I say this about Dean, I know he's watching, and I work for Dean, and I love Dean. Dean, giving me opportunities, to do some cool stuff and really, grow myself.
Yeah.
But the thing about Dean is the biggest thing he takes pride in, other than his 3 children, is he takes pride in helping people find a better way, helping people find a way out, helping people grow and prosper, and watching fighters that come through Island Fights or now with Game Bread or Icon and everything. He wants to see them attain the level that they can, and he sees it in you guys sometimes before you see it in yourself. Yeah. And then all of a sudden you meet him, he meets you, you guys talk, boom, and Dean knows. And if he knows you're that guy, he's going to help you. Even if he knows you're not that guy that might not make it to the UFC, guess what? He still puts that work in for you, know? So this is not everybody let's kiss Dean's butt show. But real is real. Real is real, and facts are facts. And again, no cap on anything I just said. He's fucking, he's the man. And I'm honored to know him, and I'm honored to, because of Dean, I know you, and we built a friendship, man. And you know how much I love you. So so now we got to switch gears on you. Let's talk about Fight Week going into Contender Series because, you fought on some, good-sized shows, but this is the biggest fight of your life. So take us through Fight Week from when you showed up in Vegas.
Honestly, man, when Fight Week came around, I've mentally prepared for it just by shadow boxing. My mom was basically like, me and mom talked before I left, I told her, like, hey, man, this is a big fight to me, but everybody's making it seem to be what it is, is and what it isn't. Like, oh, he's going to be nervous. oh, he might not get it. Oh, he might. No. But like I told my mom, and I posted on my Facebook a while back too, a fight is a fight. If you know you're going to prepare for this dude, you know what you got to do. You feel me? You know exactly what you got to go in there and prepare for. So your mind is the main thing you got to prepare for. You got to get ready to understand that you about to go toe-to-toe with somebody in a week. You feel me? And when I see stuff like that in fight week, mentally, bro, I just get my mind ready. Like, do stuff to get my mind off the fight. Do stuff like I know I got to prepare for the fight. You know, stuff like that. You feel me? And that's what kind of I go into fight week with. Like, oh, people say, oh, man, you got to stop eating, bro. No, I'm going to keep drinking water and eating. If you know how to cut weight and everything else, you'll know that it doesn't take a whole week to cut weight. It takes you about 2 days at the most. 3, really. And when it comes to the fight week, I tell people, man, I'm playing video games, I'm smoking my weed, I'm drinking my water, I'm watching what I'm eating real quick, whatever, you know, stuff like that. And I'm getting my mind like, hey, I know what I got to do. I got to execute. So sometimes I get off the game and go shadow box and just think about, hey, if he's throwing this combination, what am I going to do to make him boo-boo? You know, flinch, shit up, like something like that. And that's what kind of runs through my mind when I be fighting, or even when I be like sparring or like linking up with people to like get work in or going to my gym in Port City and stuff like that. You know, I tell people like I got to visualize stuff, and if I can visualize me like breaking you mentally, I know I can break you physically. So when it comes down to fight week, I must just get in my zone. That's it.
So how are the folks at Dana White's Contender Series? How do they treat you out there, man? Because it's a machine. It's a machine they run out there. It ain't like, you know,
but I
some
love
amateur.
I love it.
Oh, I think you got a phone call or a text message again. So we'll stand by and he'll be back on here in just a second. Guys, you're watching Cage Side with Christopher James. We are talking with brand new UFC Middleweight SD Dumas. Don't forget, we got Jorge Masvidal's Icon FC FC 5, October 14th, live from Savannah, Georgia on UFC Fight Pass. Coming up September 23rd, we have Island Fights 74 live at the Pensacola Bay Center. And now we are back with Oh, hey, you going to be at that show?
Yes, I am. I'm always at all the shows.
Okay, I gotta make. I know you show up, but you know I don't know now. You know you might have stuff to do. So
well, if I got stuff I gotta do, I gotta do it. But honestly, man, I'm always gonna show up to the hometown. If it's a home game, I'm gonna be there.
Yep, September 24th. It's Island Fight 74 at the Pensacola Bay Center, and it's going to be awesome. You can see it right there on the scroll. It's scrolling down, all the right information right there. Yep. So the UFC staff, they all treat you real good. It's a professionally run business. It's a machine. Like you know, there's no mess around. Everything's, you know, they got a timeline. All right, you're going to be here at this point, here at this point, here at this point. Yeah. And I think that's good. I think it keeps you focused on the target. Yeah. So,
it don't give you time to lollygag and bullshit. It's like you have this time to bullshit, this time to get serious, this time to say, hey, man, let me tighten up, this time to be like, hey, man, it's time for you to fight. All right, now get the fuck out.
Yeah, you're on the plane the next day. You're back out of Vegas.
Damn right. And I damn sure love it.
And before we talk about the fight, did you get to do anything fun in Vegas while you were in Vegas? I know it's your first time out there.
I gambled my ass off. I gambled and lost it all.
Did you get to gamble with Dean?
No.
Oh. Dean can teach you about that too, just so you know.
Nah, it was more so, bro.
He got mad skills.
Gamble, it was more so like just to try and just say I did it in Vegas, just to understand why people don't fucking sleep. Yeah. So I know why I will only be spending nothing but $100 next time at a casino.
Did you get to go to Planet 13?
Yeah, fuck Planet 13. The Reef is a better dispensary. I'm being real with you.
But Planet 13, even if the Reef is better, that experience in Planet 13 is dope. You got to admit it.
It is dope. I walked through and everything else, but you ain't about to keep telling me you're in line. We're gonna call your number and let you know, like, bitch, I'm in the front line. No, fuck that. This is weed. Don't call me. Call me if you delivering my weed to my house. That's it. What you look like? What do I look like waiting in line for you to call my number and say, hey, what you want, man? Well, fuck, I want that drink, but that drink is all the way over there, so I got to go get it? Yeah, nah. Take my ass to the Reef. The Reef has the best weed, the best sales that I like in deals since I've been in Vegas twice. and it sells that KK, that Wiz Khalifa, man. And I'm big Wiz fans, you know. So when I smoke that, I be on Planet. I be like, ooh.
I feel you. I feel you, man.
So like the best one to me is the Reef, but I'm not knocking Planet 13. I still never tried their weed, but their facility is dope. I will give you that.
Dope.
But I'm
Yeah.
not about to wait in no motherfucking line for my number to call for my weed. Sorry.
Yeah. You. By the way, you're getting a shout out from Larry Downs Jr. and you know his phrase to everybody is always "Holy shit!" So here he says, "Holy shit! Congratulations, Dumas."
Tell Larry I said thank you.
Larry, well, you tell him he can hear you.
Thank you, Larry. I forgot I'm on live right now. My bad, man.
And we got Akeem Smith just checking in. I think that's one of your peeps. He just checked in. I can see him on the comment feed. All right, so you're sitting in the back at the Apex. It's fight night. You know, you're the fourth fight of the night. You're the co-main event.
Mm-hmm.
What's going through your mind before you have to go make that walk to the octagon?
Stretch. All right. So when it comes down to fighting, I'm typically not the type to be with butterflies. I mostly have butterflies like when I know it's almost go time. So when I got there, the only thing I was doing was making sure I stretched, did little small things to build my cardio, my heart rate up, you know, active stretching, stuff like that. The same stuff I do when I go to an actual gym and everything else to like get my body ready. Because I'm like thinking like, bro, it's the same thing as me hitting a heavy bag with no shin guards on, just with smaller gloves. So that's how I think. And if I train my mind like that, that's how I train. You train the exact way how you spar and everything else. So when I started doing that, honestly, I was just jogging around in the back, stretching, jump roping, doing a little bit of wrestling, hitting the heavy bag a little bit, doing a little bit of mitts, moving my legs, you know, getting everything real loose, like I'm about to spar something. So when that happened, when it was like, all right, number 3's up, Dumas, you're on go next. I'm like, oh damn, they do it like this. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. So I got all my stuff ready to go. And then when I was like, all right, Dumas, you up next. Come on, do the walk. Stop right here. Boom, boom, boom. All right, then back. 3-second count. All right, then back. Cool. All right, you're on. And then, boom, it was go time. And then people was like, it was quiet in there. I'm like, bro, I have my headphones in there. I'm not worrying about people. When I take these bitches out, I'm worried about that man in that ring right now. And that is it. Everybody else I'm not really worried about. Like, people's like, did you look at Dana White? No. I'm finna go beat this dude up. Then I'll talk to Dana.
Yeah, I mean that's the way you have to be. You have to have tunnel vision. You have to be all right. This is my goal. This dude's in front of me, and you know he's an accomplished fighter. He comes in undefeated as well. You know, just like you, I was surprised to find out how many amateur fights he had. You know, 60 fights. When they said that to you, when Dana was announcing that you got the contract, and he went out there, and I was already sold on this kid before he even stepped in the octagon. This is what he said about you, and. Then he brings up the 60 fights, and you're sitting in the chair, and he says 60 fights. You were like, damn. It was so because like that kid put in a lot of work to get to where he is, you know, and everybody's path is different. So now you're in the octagon, bell rings, business as usual for you. You know, I've seen you fight in multiple platforms. You always look calm, collected. You look like you're a 20-fight veteran, even though you're not. You know, you're 7-0 right now. So the action starts inside the octagon. You guys are doing a little feeling each other out. And then all of a sudden, you know, you swoop in on him, you hook him up, you get him down, you mount him. He gets up, you grab the head, you know, high arm, fucking, you just cranked him up. And I picked you to win, of course. But I was honestly looking for another explosive head kick knockout. I just figured, you know, this is the stage. This is where he's going to do it. My friend Garrett Kerman, the fight analyst, he actually predicted the submission, not that submission, but he predicted you would win by submission on his show. And I told him he was wrong. I was like, nah, SD going to knock this fool out. And he was right. I was wrong. So, and I know you've been asked this question already, you know, by everybody that's talked to you about it, but we got to ask because there's people watching that might not have seen your answer. Was that the game plan to work in there and take advantage of his lack of discipline and skill on the ground and work that over? Or did this just kind of come to you floating?
I shadow boxed that. I ran that in pads and I did that in sparring. And it was a natural flow for a southpaw that got good striking but doesn't have good IQ to the MMA business. So when I had to make myself like a strong kickboxer, I want to call myself an elite, which I don't do that. but I want to call myself one of the elite kickboxers because I'm trying to be one of the best or excellent, whatever the great. I had to realize, like, these dudes going to try to take me down off my kicks. So I started putting stuff, because in this Ultimate Fighter, you got to be creative. You got to be different. You can't be a basic-ass person. If you do, you're going to get your ass put to sleep. So I started putting my wrestling with my kickboxing. So I started telling my coach, like, man, I'm starting to love the wrestling. I can find manipulate ways to put it with my kickboxing. And that's what I did. Because when I figured out that if a person can't take me to the ground and I can hold that person, they're gassing themselves out. And then I know my striking. I'm going to hit you probably about 1 or 3 times before you can hit me. And I noticed, like, a lot of people don't take advantage of, like, the little bit of wrestling. So in that fight, it was jab, kick to the leg, jab, kick to the head. You block. Okay, bet. I can't kick you to the head right now because you're going to think I'm going to throw a kick to your head and back to your leg. All right, then bet. Now I'm going to use my boxing. Oh, he threw the 1-2, maybe come back a little bit because I didn't know the cage was right down. Let me circle off to the right, go cross to the body, hook back up top, because with southpaws, they don't have a good IQ sometimes of jumping back, especially when they think they got a person. So when I seen that, I was like, bet. I hit him with the 3, and I seen his body turn and instantly shot down for the body lock. And a lot of people don't see that off the hook, but when Kamaru Usman threw that cross to Mazadov, that's where he was going for the body lock. And a lot of people never really seen that. But I noticed that because when he ran into him, that cross came full force. Like he was trying to go right through Mazadov, but trying to take Mazadov to the ground. It wasn't a cross from the hip. It was a cross with force. Like, hey, I'm trying to go through you. Which, when a lot of people do that, instantly they're going for a takedown. So when I threw my cross to the body, we call it Dustin Poirier because he did it on Max Holloway. It makes a lot of people back to the point you don't know what you can do. So when I do stuff like that, either I'm gonna hit you with a 3, take you to the ground, or if you break off and circle, I can hit you with a switch kick or a rear kick. But a lot of people don't know that until I be in those 4 scenarios. So I'm thinking about 4 scenarios while you think about 1. So when I hit dude with that cross, I was already thinking about the body lock, or if he would have circled off where that hook would have hit him, I would have did some type of punch or something like that. And that's how I kind of shadow box myself to think 1 but 4. And that's why I'd be like 4 times. So yeah.
That's awesome, dude. Again, it's still, when I listen to you talk, it still, amazes me. I'm sure people listening that you just a little over 4 years invested in this sport, and you're so invested. You're so well spoken about it. It makes me fucking happy, dude. Makes me fucking happy.
It makes me happy that I have people that's riding with me, and stuff like that. But it also makes me happy to see, hey man, anything is possible. Like you can do anything. Like I took 4 years from this, and then I took 4 years from this, and then like people don't understand. Like, hey, it's very easy going. Whatever. It's not that hard to do, but it's like, be good. Or y'all just waiting on me? Okay, I'm almost okay. And like a lot of people just don't know, like, hey, like when you put your mind to stuff, like a lot of stuff works out. And I read a fortune cookie during fight week saying it doesn't matter how many hours you put in, it matters about the hours you put in now. So when I said, fuck this, I'm gonna shadow box my ass off, because a lot of people gotta remember, wearing these small ass gloves, so you gotta get used to your body weight. But I'm gonna tell you right now what's wrong with a lot of people that don't want to shadow box, and that's why a lot of people wasn't understanding what Bruce Lee was saying. You flow like water. Your body's made of water. If you crash, you're gonna gas yourself out. If you can make your body flow through all these combinations and move off, you're flowing, and nobody can stop that. And that's exactly what happened in my fight. He seen the jab. I hit him with the kick. He seen the jab. I hit him with the kick. He seen the cross. I hit him with the 3. And he seen the body lock because he was able to grab it. Get the underhook. But I flowed so much into it because of one reason. I just don't shadow box just to get I'm tired, or just be like, oh, I did it. No, I shadow box because when I'm tired, this is how my arms and everything else is going to be. So when people don't understand the learn and the art of martial arts, because I don't know shit about martial arts. I'm just, learning now. But what I have learned from looking at stuff, reading, and everything else, like Bruce Lee said, move like water. So that means your body is water. Flow it. Make it seem fluent. You can rep something 1,000 times. Michael Jordan shot 1,000 shots a day. He repped it. But the main thing he's going to tell you this, if he ever can think about it like how I'm thinking about it, I had to make everything flow like water. My shots had to flow. My layup has to flow. My step has to flow. So he shot 1,000 shots a day. That doesn't mean he made 1,000 shots. He probably shot about 5,000 shots a day. Just only 1,000 of them made it in. So people look at that like, that makes sense, but it doesn't make sense. It makes complete sense if you think about it like that. You have your causes and effect. You got your good and you got your bad. But all at the end, all that stuff is ran off a flow of good, 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 bad, bad, bad. So if you make everything flow, what can anybody say?
Yeah.
Nothing.
That's it, man. It's awesome to sit here and just listen to you talk, dude, and just be yourself, and and just I can hear the happiness and I can hear, but what I can hear in you also is a small sense of accomplishment. I know this is just the beginning, but
Yeah.
I can hear that you just feel that you've accomplished something. This is step one of a plan. And it's awesome. Oh, we lost him again. Oh, there he is. He's back. It's awesome to see this. So, Dana White announces you get the contract after the win. You found out your 47-second victory is the third fastest submission in Contender Series history. Everybody wants to talk to you now, and you check all the boxes, and everybody's saying it. You got the good look, you can talk on the mic, and you can back it up the way you fight inside the octagon. So you check all the boxes.
I hate. People just want to keep calling. That's the main thing I hate.
So are you buying a car right now? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. What you getting?
I'm getting an all blue car. I can't tell nobody because I'm trying to stay low key in the city. So.
An all blue car.
Yes, all blue car.
Okay, I got a blue car, so that's cool.
Yeah, man. See, Blues Brothers.
Well, listen, man. Thank you for taking the time today to talk to us. Always remember. Oh, before I forget, here's a congratulations for you from Brad, our boy Brad. I know he's been in your corner since jump.
Yep.
And we're proud of you, dude. You're the first fighter from Pensacola to make it to the UFC. You got that third, fastest submission in Contender Series history. Dana White loves you absolutely spectacular. What did he say to you, by the way, when you leaned over the cage and you was yelling at him, and he was on the phone? Did he say, "Shut up, I'm on the phone"?
He was saying something as in, "You're the future," or "You're the future." That's what
you're the future. Well, that's good, man. That's high praise from the boss man, and he knows what he's talking about. So,
well, guess what? Boss man can talk it, but I have to walk it, and I have to do it. So people can talk, but I'm the one that got to walk the walk. You feel me?
I feel you, man. All right. Well, before we let you go, man, take a minute and shout out all the people you want to shout out. All the love you want to give to the people, and let them know.
I want to shout out Dean Toole, Levi Fontaine. Bad names right now.
Fountain.
Fountain. I want to shout out Ridge. I want to shout out Port City. I want to shout out Fusion. I want to shout out, Fusion for letting Phil and all them Julius and all them boys let me get some work down there with them. I want to shout out Gracie downtown, Pensacola Academy with really John Henderson for letting me come in and my coaches get some work. And also getting in some open mat. Same thing at Gracie's. Let me get some open mat time and work over there. I want to shout out all my sponsors. I'm going to be real with y'all. I got.
Did you just pee?
Yeah.
First time we had a pee on the show.
Hey, man, it's the first time for everything now, man. First time for everything.
I love it.
I'm going to wash these hands, though.
Of course, man. We know you're going to wash the hands,
Fucking... Hey, man, you'd be surprised some people don't wash their hands.
Yeah, you would. I wouldn't be surprised because people are fucking nasty.
But I just want to give a shout out to all my sponsors. If I did forget, like a lot of my sponsors, like when I was shouting out everybody on the Contender Series, don't forget about none of y'all. Just tune in to each interview, comment, whatever. Because like I said, man, I have a lot of people that was behind me, supporting me. So yes, it is a lot of people to remember. But that's what I want everybody to know. My fans, my friends, and my sponsors, and my teams. Just want y'all to know, like, I love y'all for supporting me and being there. So I'm gonna shout y'all out. So I'm gonna keep doing my job, keep kicking ass, and taking names. So
That's the way to do it, man. And just remember, when you become a super big star, man, don't forget about us here on KHR with Christopher James, because we always going to want to talk to you.
nah, I don't forget about nobody.
I know you don't.
It
I
takes
know
2
you don't.
seconds to hit somebody up in a day.
That's the
2
truth.
seconds.
Takes 2 seconds. That's right.
Yep.
Well, listen, man.
It doesn't matter how famous you get, how big, you got to remember the people that been there from the bottom. Because guess what? If I get a memory time hawk on my damn phone, I know you get the same fucking thing.
Goddamn right. Well, listen, man. You go have fun buying that car. You know, treating yourself to a little something nice after you get a big win, and that's awesome. And
Appreciate it, man.
you stay blessed, bro, and you just keep doing the thing. And hopefully, we'll see you December 3rd in Orlando, making that UFC debut, bro.
December 3rd.
That's what we're looking for. I'm hoping to get you on that card. I'm hoping to get Mike Beast Boy Davis on that card. I'm hoping Phil Rowe get on that card. So we get we'll get all our peeps, man. We'll get the family fucking taking over the UFC in Orlando.
Hey, I already told Phil the takeover is upon us. So
It's coming. It's coming.
But all right, man, y'all be safe out there. Y'all have fun, smoke weed, do whatever y'all want to do, but be safe, have fun, and don't tell nobody else what the fuck you can't do.
Oh, one more thing before you go. Tell everybody how to follow you on your social media, Instagrams, and all that shit.
So
we got to start pumping that shit out.
Okay, well, see, I ain't with all the Facebook, social media shit, people, but I got you, though. So follow me on Facebook at SD Dumas, but on the IG, follow me at SD the Reaper Dumas. Now on Twitter, it get a little bit confusing because this is how I like it. You got to follow me at SD Unbroken. If you know why I got it as Unbroken, because at one point I changed my name. And if you really is a fan, you're going to take out the time to put that in because you really want to know what goes on in my life.
Amen.
So, there you go.
Hey, listen, when you get done doing the car stuff, man, come back to the broadcast on Facebook and go into the comments and type your social media stuff on there on the contacts, because people won't remember it all. And that way, they got no excuse. I'll be like, it's right there in the comments, motherfucker.
Right there, motherfucker. All right,
right there. All right, man. Be well. God bless, man. I'm so happy for you. I'm proud of you, man. And Pensacola in the house.
Hey, I got you, man. I got you.
Be well, baby.
My bad. My mom was texting me. I was like, what the fuck she talking about? All right, then, bro.
And I can't wait to see the new car in September.
Hey, man. There you go. Just ain't going to tell nobody about it.
I don't know shit, man. I'll be like.
All right. All right, man.
All right, man. Be good, man. Have a good day. Thanks again.
You too, man.
Boys and girls, that was SD Dumas, UFC middleweight. It's so cool to just continue to say new UFC middleweight, man. But the kid really has put in the work, and in 4 years, look at the knowledge base that he's acquired for himself, and listen to how he speaks about fighting and understanding so many aspects that guys with twice as much time in the sport haven't grasped yet. So hats off to him. Big things in his future, bright future. Shout out to Levi Fountain and Dean Toole, Levi, man. And you take good care of this man's career. Dean, as always, you know the love, and I always speak the truth. And you know everything I said about you today, right there, it's true. And always proud and honored to work for you because your mission to help these guys get to where they need to go. Boys and girls, that's it. I am going to get on out of here. I hope you all had a good day today, or have a good rest of your day today, I should say. Thank you for taking the time to be a part of this and being in my life today for just a little while and allow me to be a part of yours. It truly means the world to me. But we are out of here. Don't forget, we got Island Fight September 24th, Pensacola, Florida at the Bay Center. Get your tickets now. We got a stat card for you. Icon FC5, Jorge Masvidal's Icon FC5, taking place October 14th, Savannah, Georgia, live on UFC Fight Pass. Tickets go on sale for that. Also, I believe tomorrow is the opening day for tickets, so don't wait. Get those tickets. If you got a guy you want to get into a fight, reach out to Dean Tool on Facebook or Dean Tool Official and Dean Tool on Instagram. You can find him, and if you can't find him, you just ain't looking, because that man is everywhere. I am going to dip on out of here. Don't forget, you can always watch these broadcasts on Twitter at My MMA Show or at Chris James MMA, on YouTube at Cricket2XFC, or just look up Cage Side Christopher James. Watch it on YouTube. Thanks again for being here, and thanks again to my guest, SD Dumas. Proud to be a part of your journey and honored, man. So until next time, I am Christopher James, and we are out of here. Peace.
What happens if you lose, Nick?
Who the hell is Aquaman?
I get Fruity Pebbles, Cocoa Pebbles, I get sausage biscuits. Maybe you guys will see a little footage of that later on, because we got some good stuff.
Philip the Deuces. There you go, baby.